And David says, because of that, I have confidence and courage to trust him, even when I walk through difficult times. Look at the third section of this psalm. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Now, David said, my shepherd leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. In other words, my shepherd doesn't just take me anywhere. He takes me in the right direction. He helps me walk in a manner worthy of his name. He helps me live a life that brings him glory and honor and praise. And then he says, and even if I go through hard times, I'll not fear any evil, because he's with me. His rod and his staff, they comfort me. You ever heard the expression, a shepherdess crook is used for two things, to keep the sheep in and to keep the sheep out of harm. Way. When a shepherd carries his crook, one thing it does is it keeps the sheep safe. If there's a lion that's trying to attack the sheep, the shepherd uses his crook to keep the lion away from his sheep. At the same time, the crook also keeps the sheep in the pasture. If a sheep wanders off and gets lost, the shepherd will use his crook to gently guide the sheep and bring it back to where it belongs. So David says, no matter what happens, no matter what comes against me, I'm not going to fear evil, because I have a shepherd who's going to protect me and keep me safe. I'm not going to fear what's happening, because I have a shepherd who's going to guide me back to where I belong. So we see here, my friends, that David wasn't just talking about a shepherd who was far off somewhere watching over his flock. He was talking about a shepherd who was close by, a shepherd who was actively involved in his life, a shepherd who took care of him, met his needs, guided him, corrected him, helped him, loved him, cared for him.